Hello, good evening or good night. Yes, I'm back on my prayer room. I have it now again. I was missing my beautiful place here where I can meditate it and, have my moments of prayer. Um, it is my first video after in this prayer room after eight, 8 months, more or less. So I'm back to my beautiful place where I like to sing the bowls and play my drums. Yes, using my forks. Yes, you see, I love this noise. It's all over my. I like to do like this to boost my energy field around me. It's good for everything. It's good for your health, physical health, your spiritual self. It's good for your mental stuff, your mental body, your emotional body, everything. I have a couple, I have the box, the full set. This is more deep. I love this sound. It's the sound of the when the earth is spinning around itself. Can you hear? Yeah, that is the sound of our planet spinning around itself. Oh, this is beautiful. Yes, I love them. I love all kinds of thing that makes sound. I like it. Yes, music is something very, very powerful and really, really, make a difference in our life. Um, Good songs, yeah, good music. Um, um, I was compelled by the spiritual beings to visit many churches in England. I have been feeling this need for about 1 2 years ago, but I was doing it very, in my space, not very often. But lately they are pushing me to do it more. Is every week, visiting 1 2 3 churches, and I have been following my intuition and my the direction they give me, the inspiration they give me. So in the morning when I wake up and say I have to visit a church today, I know I have to go. It's like it's more than desire. It's it's an impulse. It's like the it's something that they come to my brain and doesn't go off at all, and I can't disconnect it. I can, it's amazing. It's something that I have to do. I have to do. I have to obey. So I have been doing it for some time now, but now more, after my experiences in Fatima, uh, it has been more consistent and it's persisting more and more strong. So I have been doing it since I came back and has been fantastic. Every week is something different. Last week when I got to this church near St. Paul's, in St. Paul's near St. Paul's Church, there is another church there, very strange name. It's dedicated to a French saint. I went to go to another church, but then I got to the wrong exit, not by mistake, but by direction. Then I discover later. I was looking around, saying, "Where I am? My good, where am I now?" Because I always go out from St. Paul's, and I from some mistakes, um, something happens, and I got to the wrong wrong exit, and then after I give about 5 6 steps, I saw another church. I didn't know that was a church because I think that looks like a church. Let me check. And then I went close. It was really a church. And when I put my feet in, I just heard the carol they were rehearsing. I was, whoa, the organ and the choral. Oh my God, the carol was fantastic, beautiful. I sit in that little, church and just absorb of that energy, that music, flowing all over and embracing everything. My God, it was beautiful. I spent about 15 minutes sitting there, just enjoying the sound, enjoying the music. It was, you know, my just tears coming down my face because I felt so blessed to get into a small church and be given that beautiful gift of a lovely, beautiful live music and organ and tubes and everything. I was said, thank you for the mistake, thank you for the guidance, thank you to wake me in the morning and say go, go, go. It was something, and I embraced that moment. It was beautiful. And this week again I had this push today, this morning. I wake up in the morning and say, again, I have to go to this church. And that church was my mind for about 1 week or two already. I have been in that church before, and it's fantastic church. It's very old church also, been destroyed many times. It's called the Bride's Church. Is in Fleet Street, near St. Paul's also. Just after St. Paul's, going towards the city center. If you live from St. Paul's, going straight in the Fleet Street, about I don't know, 1 mile, then you are in the entrance of this Bride's Church. I was feeling the need to go to that church, and this morning they told me go, 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 go. I said okay, let me go. So I went to this church, and when I got there, was another surprise, another gift. It was the service. I went there. I arrived there about 11:30, or 11:15, and it was a service, a harvest service today. And I had the most beautiful gift again, a beautiful service with a beautiful carol and everything. Oh my God, the sound of the organ and the sound of you know, the people singing and the preach and everything. It was, and decided to, I was asking my guide if I was able, if I was allowed to tell my story about that church. I went to that church last year. I was passing through and I decided to get in. And then I discovered amazing church dedicated to the press and media. They are the ones that, maintain the church. So I never heard about that church before. So I went in the growth there. There is a, cave, and I went down the growth, and then When I stepped inside that growth, I started to cry, and I felt a very big connection with that place. Um, and then on the top, I didn't felt much. I just discovered one lady that the year she died is the year I was born, etc. But that doesn't count, okay? So when I went down to the growth, that's where all the, like a wave on top of me, and I said, "What the heck am I?" Because there is graves in there, okay? And I said, I have been buried here. No, they said no. What my connection with that place then? And then I sit down there because there is a place where you can sit. I sit there down there looking at everything, running my hands on the stones, on the walls. That is from the foundation, Foundation, it was in about 11th century, back in time. Before that, 7th century, something like this. So I was running my hands on that things, and I saw myself there. I was about 12 years old boy. I was a boy. I was a handy boy. This young man, very young, about 15, no more than 15. I was probably less than 15, about 13, something like this. This is a year ago, okay? Not today, a year ago. And I was a teenager then, but I was serving. I was a servant. Very poor, because when I saw me, I was with this light brown coat on top of me, but very, not very nice one, a little dirty also. I had my trousers was on the ankle, probably because I was growing and didn't have another one to wear. Very poor shoes, no socks. White shirt inside, you know. I was very slim also, very slim and tall for my age. But I was a servant. I was, just going around serving people. Yeah, like an office boy, like just, doing everything. That if they want to send me some message, it is me that was going. If they have to bring something, it was me with a little thing pushing or something like this. It was me. And I cried a lot in that growth, remembering how poor I was, and I died very young also with some disease like lungs disease, something like this. So yeah, it was not a very pleasant life. It was not a pleasant life. So that's what my connection with the church. And today, when I went there, there were a service, and I felt like, yes, I finally am inside the church that I served so much for so long ago, but I am allowed to sit here and, be part of the service, which I was not allowed when I was in that incarnation before, when I was a young boy. I was not allowed to get inside the church. I was not allowed to participate in the services. I was not allowed to get inside the church and sit in there with other people, because they were very rich people. I was very poor. I was just the service boy. So I was not allowed to get in. during the services. But today I was inside there. I was participating inside the church. I was singing together. And then tears come down my face. I say, yeah, I'm able as a girl now, as a woman, to get inside the church and sing something that was my desire when I was young. And looking at people get inside the church, I was not able to. But today I was allowed. That's what was my gift today. That's why the spirits called me this morning and said, you have to go. And I obeyed and I went. And it was fantastic. Beautiful. I'm gonna put also after this video, because I record one of the sounds that the car was singing, and it is called the autumn, and it was a harvest service today, so it's the beginning of the autumn now, and then the leaves is falling, etc. So this song was that. I taped it, the sound, I recorded it, so I'm gonna put on my YouTube channel for you to listen to it. Okay. So yes, has been very interesting experiences lately. I was thinking about it actually, because I was listening some spiritual people these last days, and about a week or 2 weeks ago I heard someone saying that the energy, this energy that is running around the planet now, is for us one of the areas that this energy field is directing us, is to make us remember, bring us past life experiences, so you can heal ourselves. So that's very much it happened to me lately. Remember when I was in Portugal that I had that dream, and amazing, because these experiences in the beginning of my journey, spiritual journey, I went for the hypnosis, okay? And I did 2 sections in hypnosis, and in this, with this lady, she drove me to past lives, and I saw 4 past lives with her, okay? The main ones. I can relate it to the 4th, because it matches with things that I have been dreaming also before I had this hypnosis and after, okay? So these 4 lives was all in Europe, okay? Germany, Russia, Poland, and Austria. I have been incarnating these 4 countries in Europe, okay? I never went back to Portugal. Portugal was last one that I had in Portugal now that I was in Lisbon, but this came is in a dream. A lot of my past life experiences comes in dreams. I see myself. So yes, fantastic. So yeah, dreams and Sorry. Can you see? Is the smoke? Okay. You talk more about it. Okay. For now, it's okay. I leave you with the blessings, and I hope to see you soon. Okay. God bless and keep you safe and you also. Bye bye.